Was selling my business the best decision I've ever made or my biggest regret? Let's get into that. So first video, I ended up selling my business. Feels great, honestly. It's cool that I can just, I can focus on my new business. And life has been pretty good. I've just been kind of chilling. I've just been kind of soaking it in, living in the moment, not really filming anything. But I wanted to just come and start making videos and documenting the process of building a brand because I already have a plan of what I want to do. It's still, in the works of what route I'm going to take, but I know that I definitely want to use social media to my advantage because in my last brand, I made it so elevated and high end that I couldn't just show up and be like, hey guys, this is what we're doing today. So I want to kind of stay away from that and be more like the face of the brand. I want people to see the video, see me building the next brand. And yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to make a video, just kind of talk about my experience with e-com, how I started selling the business and then starting the next brand, so which is the most important thing. Basically, I started this brand around 2 years ago. It was in the furniture space. I ended up growing that brand. Our overhead was pretty low. We didn't really have any employees. It was just me and my co-founder, and we scaled it up and then we sold it last month. So it's been great. Like I said, I kind of just been chilling. I feel like I got in like a little rut where I was just like stagnant, wasn't really like doing anything. I just kind of wanted, let the dust settle before I do anything. And I know what I do want to do next is go into the supplement space, which is very competitive. I know that for a fact because a lot of people sell protein, supplements, vitamins, all that stuff. But I want to do a better for you product. There's a lot of products out there that are good, but they're not good for you. So I started falling in love with like single ingredient foods and whole foods and stuff like that, and actually paying attention of what I was putting in my body, and realized, man, a lot of stuff that's out there that are normalized, like food, are highly processed, bad for you, they inflammate you, it's bad for your gut, and it's just setting you up for failure. Which these companies, they don't want you to they don't want you to succeed. It's kind of crazy, but basically what I want my next brand to stand for, something where it's like, hey, you need to stand up for yourself and you need to go out there and take back like your life, basically. Because if you just let life kind of guide you and you just kind of lay back and just go with the flow, the system is going to swallow you and spit you out. It's not really made for you to succeed. It's made for you to be comfortable, and being comfortable now is pretty bad in my opinion. At least if you're a young person. Now in my 20s, I want to get at it while I still have energy, and I want to build a better for you supplement brand. I want the core message to be something like, you don't really have to have everything in order for you to start. I think a lot of people, they're kind of detached from their dreams because they're like, oh, I can never have this. I can never make 10 grand a month from just posting videos. I want to be kind of that light where it's like, why not? Like, you don't need to have a fancy camera, a light. You don't need to have all this stuff. Like, you really just need to start. At the end of the day, I want to show people like, hey, you really don't need to have all your stuff in order, or you don't really, it's okay to not have a plan. As long as you get started, that first step is the most important step. So I want to show that through these videos. I want to show people like, hey, like, watch me build a brand from day one. I don't know the supplement space, that's okay. You just have to put one foot in front of the other. So yeah, that's basically my story now. Let's do like some Q&A questions that I got from ChatGPT, because I don't have an audience right now. But you know what? Let's show off. Let's flex a little. just so you guys are aware of the scale of this company that I just sold. We're pulling up Shopify and we're doing last 30 days. So yeah, as you can see, 190 in the last 30 days. So this wasn't a huge brand, but it also wasn't a small brand. And then also like the money that I got paid, it's like enough to like set me up for my next plans, but not enough to like fully retire. So I'm not really set. But all right, let's go through some questions that ChatGPT gave me, okay? Was selling my business the best decision I've ever made or my biggest regret? Let's get into that. So honestly, I'm very happy that I sold. The product that I had was very big. Even though it's making a lot of money, I would like to get a smaller product. That way I can have lower shipping costs and lower product costs and give it away more frequently versus shipping out a huge product was, a little bit more complicated. So do I regret it? I don't regret it, but I want to start a bigger brand now. What would I do differently if I had to build the same business again from zero? Honestly, I would have a really good product. I know that's real basic info, but having a great product will set you up because you're starting off with like a great foundation, and then from there you can just build on forward versus having a crappy product and then you having to go back and like refund people and like, you don't want to work backwards. You want to have a solid foundation to begin with. Are you starting another company right away or taking time to think? So I definitely don't want to take a long time and just kind of chill. But at the same time, I'm not rushing into it. I'm not gonna just slap a logo on a bottle and sell it. I really wanna have like the core message, the brand, the branding, all that in place before I move forward. Like I said, I would really like to have a great product that I can just build from there. I want to have a strong foundation and then just build from there. So I'm not rushing into it, but I am definitely taking my time. Are you planning on staying in e-commerce? Of course I'm planning on staying in e-commerce. Are you kidding me? Like the possibilities are endless. Because I did have a local store at one point, and you're in this little bubble, when you compare that bubble to United States, it's like, for me, it was a little bit hard to believe the demand that's really out there when you open up your audience from just your small town to United States. I know it's like duh, but it's hard to wrap your mind around that when you're first beginning. What's your daily routine going to look like now? So I'm gonna be eating at Nobu every day. No, I'm kidding. So really, I wanna just wake up early, read my Bible, work on my business, and just really learn about the industry that I'm getting into right now, because that is what you need to do when you first start. Just learn as much as you can. You don't want to just put something out there and then, have no idea what you're talking about. What's the one thing you want to improve about yourself? Definitely putting myself out there more, because before I sold this business, I feel like people didn't really understand the magnitude of what I was doing. I kind of just kept everything to myself and I was like, hey, I have a store, nothing crazy. But it's like 4th of July, we did like 60K or something crazy, and I couldn't really tell anybody because I feel like I hit that, and then it's like I suppressed it so much where it got to a point where I was like, man, like I can't just out of the blue be like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. Like I could have, but I just felt like kind of ashamed in a way. I don't know. But moving forward, the one thing I want to improve is being more open, not only with like what I'm doing, but like with the steps required, because business is great until like something hits like shit hits the fan and you got to figure it out, This is what it is. But the process of building a business and like having a business is great. Yes, there's some awful things that happen, but like, I've had bad experiences with customers, and it's just what it is, it's just the cost of doing business at the end of the day. No business it's perfect. But okay, let's see other questions. How does this decision impact your family's future? Well, I have no job now, so. Do you feel more pressure now or less? Honestly, less pressure because I have money, but pressure because I'm like, man, what if I do another business and it fails? What if I'm like I'm just like a one hit wonder. I kind of doubt myself sometimes, but I'm just like, nah, you have to just stick through it. Eventually, you're gonna get that momentum going and it's gonna do like a snowball effect, especially if you have a great product and a great brand and like a great message you stand behind. I think people want to support that. What kind of videos are you going to make now? I want to just make like lifestyle videos. I want to make like watch me build this brand style videos, just kind of more like e-commerce, lifestyle, working out, and then what I'm learning. So those are pretty much like the 4 pillars. Is there anything you'll never do again as a founder? I feel like we had some big decisions we made, and because we were like excited, we were just like, yeah, here you go, here's the money, let's do it. And then looking back at it now, it's like, man, why did we do that? Like for instance, we had a warehouse at one point where we really didn't need one, and we wanted to ball out, and we're like, let's get this, a big one, and we ended up like never using it. We lost like 10 grand. So I think this time around, kind of like sleep on big decisions. Don't just go after them because, you know, money's hard to get nowadays. But yeah, definitely like sleep on big decisions like that. What is the ultimate goal of your career in the long run? Honestly, I just want to build businesses, push great products out, maybe just build businesses up to the point where I can sell them and just keep doing it again. But I don't know. I don't know. I do want to move to Austin though, so that's gonna be fun. I feel like I just resonate with the people there, and something about Austin is like pulling me. I don't know what it is. It's definitely the people there. So yeah. What motivates you now that money isn't the main driver? What motivates me now is like my family, and hopefully I can inspire one of you guys to start your brand and realize that you don't need a job. Because I remember when I was there, when somebody told me, you don't need a job, right? And I was like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, everybody needs a job. And they was like, no, you don't. Like, you can just quit and start your own thing. And I was like, that guy's crazy. Like, I could never do that. I remember I was in that position where I was like, I could never do that. And I want to get people out of that mindset of like, bro, you can do it. Like, people are out there. People want to support. People want great products. People have money to spend. Like, if people are already going to the store and buying just random protein, like, why can't they support me and buy my protein? Like, you can do it. That's my thing. I want to motivate people. So if you want to follow my journey through this new brand that I'm building, go ahead and subscribe, follow me on my socials. If anybody wants to just chat, please reach out. Like, I have nothing going on right now, and I want to brainstorm ideas with people. So if you're already in the supplement space or you're already running your own brand and you want to reach out, hopefully we can get like a little group going. But thank you for watching, and I have more videos coming soon for sure. Un tusi, better than